have a 2001 red hot GTS Viper. This thing's sitting with just over 12,000 miles on it, right around 12,700. We acquired this from the original owner, guys, so it has been very well kept. It's always been garage stored. It's in really nice shape. This is what I'd call a sweetheart of a car. If you want something to get in and drive and enjoy, this is definitely a great option. Now, real quick, if you guys enjoy our videos and our vehicles, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you click the bell icon, you'll get notified every single time a new video gets posted, and you really don't want to miss out. We have some killer inventory coming in and out of this place every single week, and they go just as quick as they come in, guys. So if you want to be the first to see it, make sure you subscribe. For the full photo shoots and write-up descriptions, you can visit volocars.com. There you can see our full inventory. We have a couple hundred both modern muscle and classic cars. They're all for sale. You can see our incoming, our current vehicles, and reduced vehicles. They're all at the site. Check it out. Now, this generation of Vipers is probably, arguably, the most iconic. This was everyone's poster car on their wall as a kid, in my generation anyway. Also, if you were into video games, they had these in the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit or Hot Pursuit 2, I believe it was. So growing up, I just remember this car, and here it is in front of me, and it's finished in a nice Viper red, beautiful color with the offset aluminum polished wheels on it. I just absolutely love the cartoony style of these cars, the long front end, the massive side rockers on it, into the bubble roof with the kicktail. It's just a really appealing car. Even going back to 2001, this thing hasn't aged at all. So the wheels are a massive 20-inch in the rear. They are very, very wide. They have a 335 tire on them into a 19-inch up front with, I believe it's a 275 sidewall on it. Yep, 275. Now this car, guys, is in really nice shape. We did acquire it from the original owner. It does have 12,700 miles on it, so it's not mint. But if you are looking for an excellent driver quality car that's 100% stock still and maintained, this is definitely it. The polished aluminum all around the car is in really nice shape. The wheels aren't perfect. There's a few little light scratches from wiping it, or maybe he brushed up against something, but there's no curb rash on them, just the faces. I think a good polish would clean those up so we can see what we do about them. But the paint itself, I walked around it. It's in really nice shape. I really haven't seen any major scratches or nicks or chips or anything like that. I don't see any signs of repaint. It's all smooth. It looks correct. All the body gaps are as best as a second-gen Viper would have on it. The front end, the hood fits nicely with the headlights here. The headlight lenses are in really great shape. There's a couple small nicks, maybe from rock chips, but they're not all beat up. They're still very smooth when you run your hand across it. It looks like they did update the Viper badge on the front. I believe that was from the next year. I could be wrong, though. But that is in really nice shape. All the chrome on it, and then the red snake skin in the middle of it. Even the front bumper, guys, here's one teeny tiny rock chip, but even along the bottom, very couple small nicks. Other than that, it's really nice. There is a small scuff on that lower valance, though, but no big deal. If you know the Vipers, they're not the easiest car to drive, so knowing that this came from the original owner, he definitely took very well care of it. All the glass is in really nice shape as well, even the rear hatch, so it looks like it still has the factory tint. It's not bubbling, even along the edges, it's not delambing or anything like that. So being a 2001, it's just in really nice shape. And of course, you have the factory exhaust still sticking out of the middle and underneath the rear bumper here. Really nice shape. The taillight lenses as well, crystal clear. They're not cracked or peeling or anything like that. Even the paint in the lower rocker area on the rear quarters is in nice shape right here too. It's not all beat up, so it doesn't look like he was kicking up a bunch of rocks or anything like that. Now this car did come from, I believe, Michigan it was, so it was a Midwest car, but underneath the car it's very, very clean. There's a little bit of surface rust starting on the original exhaust, as should be normal, but all the aluminum is in really nice shape. This has the independent four-wheel wishbone suspension on it, so all those aluminum upper and lower control arms are in really nice shape. They're not all corroded or anything like that. I looked underneath it. I didn't see anything serious. So take a look on the site. You can see the undercarriage pictures and judge that for yourself. But like I said, it's in really nice shape. You got power 4-wheel disc brakes. It does have the anti-slip rear differential. I believe it's a 307 rear gear in the rear diff area. But other than that, it's a fun car to drive. So you shift through the gears nicely. The 6-speed transmission, there's no grinds or anything like that. Shifts smoothly, goes into gear nicely. The clutch is good on it. Let's take a look inside. Now in the interior, I think the reason why these are more desirable than the first gens, you have some options in here, guys. You have things like power door latches, power windows, and power locks, which is ancient technology as it seems now. Back then it was a nice upgrade to have, so you could lock your doors, you could roll up the windows. Compared to the old first-gen Vipers, if you got caught in the rain, you were getting soaked. These, not so much. You roll the windows up at your convenience. Now, they don't have air conditioning, but they still have a cold air option, and it blows through the lower dash area as well as the vents up top here. So you do stay well ventilated in here, even if it is a hotter day with the windows down. It does have a nice Alpine stereo with some good sound system in it. Being a 2001, still sounds really good. The speakers aren't blown out. I love the styling of the auxiliary gauges up top. They're all white face. They match the speedometer and the tachometer. So you have your battery voltage, your gas gauge, your oil pressure, and your coolant temp sensors all up top. Easy to read. They're up here instead of down low, which is convenient. You have even little things like map lighting. You have some cargo nets here, a little storage pocket. Everything's in really nice shape. It still smells, I've been in quite a few of these now. It still smells like that Viper smell, so you can smell the leather and the plastic trim. Speaking of the dash, it's in nice shape. There's no cracks or scrapes or anything like that. Even through the center console here, there is a tiny little crease. Probably from him leaning his arm on it from shifting, but other than that, there's really no wear or tear in here. The headliner's nice and tight and firm up top. It's not sagging. The carpet shows like new. Even the Viper emblemed floor mats are in really nice shape as well. On the lower side, you have a rear hatch release button, which is nice. And then this is a tilt wheel as well with adjustable foot pedals. So that's nice. So the seats do slide. I don't believe they tilt. Nope. So they're slide only. But if you are a little bit longer, don't worry because you have plenty of leg room in here and you can adjust the pedals to fit your length. Now, another key feature why I like the second gens, you have key fobs that actually lock and unlock the doors, and they work. So you do get 2 key fobs with it and 1 physical key. Like I was saying, for the rear hatch, you can pull the lever down by the driver's side footwell, or you put the key in the keyhole. It's going to lift up. So you got the struts that are going to hold this edgeless or seamless glass up top. They seem a little worn, so if you hold it up for a second, it will stay, but those might need to be replaced. The carpet in here is in really nice shape. The weather seal too shows like new. On the left-hand side is your amplifier for the stereo system, and then down in the well is the actual original spare tire, and it doesn't look like it has even been removed. Also, you have the jack stand and the jack under there as well. So rear speakers are in great shape, just very, very clean. Presents itself like the rest of the car, which is really nice. So yeah, these will have to get replaced. Not a big deal. The rear heater works on the glass as well, or the rear defrost, I should say. So that's in working condition as well. Let's take a look under that hood. Also, every generation Viper was different on where the actual hood release was. Again, for the second gens, it was continued with the first gens right under the front bumper there. So you have the first initial release and then a secondary latch right under the hood right there, right by the driver's side headlight. And of course, you open it from the back, exposing this massive engine bay. We're looking at that 400 horsepower V10 8-liter engine. It's in really nice shape. Again, this thing is all original, guys. It's been maintained very nicely and well kept. So take a look at the engine bay. It's not all corroded. The paint is still really nice. The wrinkle red on the intake and the valve covers, that's all original. Hasn't been resprayed or touched, anything like that. The undermat on the underside of the hood here is in really nice shape. It's not all dirty. You can still see the Viper emblem really nicely on it. All the reservoir caps are clean, everything like that. All the fluids look their normal color, as they should. So this thing has just been very well kept. Again, it's mated to that 6-speed manual transmission, rear-wheel drive, and this long, very light, fast car. Makes for a very spirited drive. This thing is just a blast to drive. It's not the fastest thing on the road, but it takes some skill to drive it. You definitely have to know how to drive.
Ready? Yep.
You know, it's always nice to find these early gen Vipers in original condition, still not modified. So that was my honest impression on this 2001 GTS Viper, finished in Viper Red. Again, we got this from the original owner, just over 12,000 miles. I think it's sitting right around 12,700. It's in really nice shape, guys. It's been serviced. It is ready to drive. If you're in the market, definitely consider this one. If you are interested in purchasing it, you can visit volocars.com. There, if you click the Buy It Now button, it'll secure a refundable deposit on this Viper. It'll shoot us an email with your contact information. We will be reaching back out to you very quickly. We can help set up financing. It's super easy. We can also get this shipped right to your driveway, door-to-door service. It doesn't get much better than that. It's really simple. So visit volocars.com, check it out, or you can call us, ask for me, Caleb. I'd be more than happy to talk over the car some more with you. We can go over some specs. We can go over financing and shipping options that way as well. Thanks for checking it out. I'll see you on the next one.